This is David Ingender here following the wave for tomorrow's fight between Parker and Wardley. I am here with the one and only Malik Scott, looking absolutely dapper. How you doing, my friend?
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Good to see you, my friend.
Yes,
Good
again, right?
Yeah, man. Just get straight into it, because
Let's
obviously
get right into it.
Ezra Taylor obviously fighting tomorrow. Obviously, Louis Emerson couldn't make the fight, obviously due to injury. First of all, how is it like preparing, Ezra Taylor for this fight this week, despite Edmondson's injury?
Easy. Ezra is a professional. Ezra is a well-structured fighter. Ezra is a very impressive young man. But when I say impressive, I mean he's God-fearing. He works hard. He don't want nothing that's not his, but he wants everything that belongs to him. And if he continue to work hard the way how he's working, continue to stay determined, continue to stay not just motivated but disciplined, then this light heavyweight division will belong to him. And I believe you guys are going to see a real professional performance tomorrow by him. He's been working very hard. I took him dark in this training camp more than any camp that we had together. And I believe his hard work is going to pay off tomorrow, and I can't wait. I'm excited for him.
Absolutely, and obviously Ezra Taylor has really built his profile over the last 12 months, really. What has impressed you the most about Ezra Taylor over the last couple months?
His professionalism in the gym. 3 or 4 different sessions, working hard on a loaded body, never complaining, never rebuttaling, being a sponge for knowledge, being a sponge for hard work. He's a coach's dream, in my opinion. Like he's a coach's dream. There's nothing I could say negative about this young man. He do anything that we're working on. He try his best to do it in the ring. Any plays that we work on as far as setting traps for guys. Literally the next session he's trying it in the ring. He just, bro, very impressive. Like very impressive. I just can't wait for everything to pay off for him tomorrow night.
And obviously, he's coming up against an opponent who's taken up on a week's notice. For a fighter personally, it's not ideal to be preparing for an opponent who's coming on a week's notice, but what are some of the dangers that Taylor has to sort of look out for when taking on a fighter on short notice?
See, when you're a professional like Ezra is, and he's with a trainer like me, and we're training covering all bases, and we're staying not just motivated but disciplined. Yeah, we got a new opponent, but the mission stays the same. The intent stays the same. And the intent tomorrow is to look like a professional and put on a show for all the fans in the O2 Arena so they remember Ezra's name when he leaves the ring. And that's what we plan on doing, not just being here, but actually still in the show.
Absolutely, and obviously we're not here to just talk about obviously a fighter. We're here to talk about the main event as well.
Yes.
Between Parker and Wardley, 2 fighters coming on, on the back of wins this year. Wardley, his knockout power. Joseph Parker was a bit more technical. How do you see that fight sort of playing out? And from a coach's point of view, what do you sort of look for in terms of fights of that level?
What, Parker and Wardley?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's going to be fireworks. I don't believe the fight go to distance. I would be very shocked if this fight went to distance. 1, because Wardley is a lethal puncher, a concussive puncher. 2, because Parker is an underrated puncher who punches very hard, but it's underrated. But Parker, to me, is a more of a complete fighter because of his experience than Fabio is. If I was a betting man, and I'm not, but if I was, I would bet on Parker. The math of the fight, the math of the matchup, the math of styles, the math of experience, it all leads to Joseph Parker. So I would bet on Parker. And if the exchanges get heated early on, I bet on Parker by stoppage.
Oh, wow. And why do you think, Parker by stoppage? Do you think Fabio Wardley's, lack of pedigree in the amateurs or his lack of experience in the amateurs is going to catch up at some point in the fight? Or?
Yeah, I just believe when 2 guys are exchanging, the fighter with the more experience exchange better and keep defense in mind, and the fighter with less experience doesn't keep defense in mind that well, and they end up getting caught with their chin up. They end up getting caught being overexcited, and just things of that. So I just give it to Parker. But Fabio is dangerous. Fabio has a gift. He's a concussive puncher. I spent time with him in Usyk training camp. He's another impressive young man. You know what I mean? I wish the best for him and stuff like that, but in these fights you got to pick who you feel as though is going to win, and I think Parker.
Absolutely. And just lastly from me, Obviously, Taylor's going to be fighting tomorrow. What can fans expect from Ezra Taylor tomorrow night at the O2? I see like you're smiling. It seems like you're looking forward to it, man.
Absolutely. They can expect a professional performance from a young man that handles everything like a professional. And I mean everything. He's well structured. He's a hard worker. He has speed. He has growing power. He has character. He's very marketable. He looked like everything he is. So tomorrow you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. And on that note, we really appreciate your time. Thank you very much, Malik Scott. We wish you all the best with Ezra Taylor tomorrow.
Thank you, brother.